It's Friday, January something or other. It's launch, Innistrad Remastered launch day, and we are opening up a collector booster box of Innistrad Remastered, which is selling for $360 each. $360. It's got 12 packs in it. You think I'm gonna get $360 or more from 12 booster packs? Well, that's MSRP anyway. MSRP, official MSRP is back, confirming that individual collector booster packs of Innistrad Remastered are supposed to be $29.99 each. Are they selling for that on online marketplaces? Maybe, but that's what we pre-ordered for and what we got this box for, so that's what we need to get. I need to get $360. Oh my God. All right. Well, things are getting expensive and maybe you've got money to burn. And if you do have money to burn, why not burn that money with me, the professor, at MagicCon Chicago? I'll be at MagicCon Chicago doing meet and greets every day, signing cards, taking pictures, and if you really want, you can get a seat in my Innistrad Remastered Master Class, the professor's master class for Innistrad Remastered, where you get to open up and actually play with Innistrad Remastered. So maybe you want to actually enjoy, playing Magic the Gathering. That's cool. There's many ways to enjoy $30 booster packs of $30 of Magic the Gathering, and one way might be by actually having fun playing this game. So if you are at MagicCon Chicago, then why not check out the Professor's Innistrad Remastered Masterclass. Sign up for your seats now, linked in this video's description. Joking about the price of collector boosters aside, MagicCons are actually incredibly fun events where you get to play Magic all weekend long with friends new and old. Tons of content creators are going to be there, as well as Magic artists to sign your cards or maybe even pick up some artist proofs, and events of every format that you love. And yeah, I am hosting my own Magic event, and I do hope very much that I get to see you there. So if you are at MagicCon Chicago, check out the Professor's Innistrad Remastered Masterclass, or just come say hi to me at one of my many meet and greets. I hope very much to see you in Chicago. And now let's open up these $360 worth of 12 packs. Let's go! So here we are at long last, Innistrad Remastered. Remastered sets mean a lot to me. Time Spiral Remastered is one of the greatest products ever made, and Original Innistrad is actually the set that I returned to Magic during. It was my first pre-release, and in fact, this playmat of Liliana, which was the box art for Original Innistrad, this is the first playmat I ever bought. They didn't have playmats when I was in high school in 1994, and so this was the first playmat I ever bought at the very first pre-release, also something they didn't have in 1994 that I ever attended. Not bad. It's held up over the years. Ultra Pro, pretty good grade. The back of it, not so great, but this is because I put it in the washing machine and then, which is fine, you can wash your cloth and neoprene mats. But what you don't do is put it in the dryer, which is what I did. And I learned that lesson, and that's what led me to make my very first playmat video, which talked about proper care for your playmats. But as you can see, despite that mistake, it's held up pretty well. I've taken very good care of it. So with all that said, here we are opening up Innistrad Remastered. And given my feeling towards remastered sets and giving my feelings towards Innistrad both as a plane and the very special relationship that I have with Original Innistrad, I can't tell you how much that set means to me. You would think I'd be more excited for this set, and I'm sorry to say that I'm not. And I don't know how much I want to go into that here in this video. I don't know if people would like an entire video, because I've done, by the time this video is posted, my Is It Worth It to Buy video. And whether or not this set is worth it to buy, there's also something kind of, missing from this set. I don't know if I want to even talk about it in this video, or if people would want to hear that. Let's guess some prices and see where we go. And as I may or may not have said in my introduction, I don't know because I'm filming the introduction after this due to camera setup for this episode. As I may or may not have said in my introduction, I did a video about the most expensive cards in Innistrad Remastered. No, I don't remember the prices. My excuse is that the prices on those cards were during pre-order pricing, so they've changed. Hopefully I remember which cards it is. I know that the big art ones are worth some money. So here we go, Collective Brutality. Ooh, I see we got a big one under that. Foil, nice modal spell, very cool. I'd say this is probably like a $15 card, right? In foil, $15. We got Emrakul, pack 1. Here I go. This is just such Professor luck. I don't like Innistrad Remastered. It makes me sad. Emrakul, pack 1, right there. This is what? Now, is this one foil or non-foil? Boy, the treatment on these, well, I can tell it's non-foil because it's not curved. See the foil one? Already curved. What is this, like a $50 card? Because the foil one's like $75. Editor, can you just, for my own curiosity, when you show the price, show what the foil version is also going for underneath it? But I'm guessing $50, and the foil I think is like 75, $80, something like that is my guess. So I think we're already up to $50. So there we go. With that being said, let's hear the professor whine about Innistrad Remastered. Odric, Lunarch Marshal. I do not think that this is that much. This is maybe a $5 card. It does not look, boy, I'm telling you, this is not foil, editor. Mayor Avabruck. This was the pre-release promo. I got that. In a way, you could say that means it was the first Innistrad card. The feeling I have about this, and a fun fact about this, not legendary. So the joke is that Avabruck, the township, just keeps electing werewolves as their mayor. This is not a singular mayor. It's just any mayor of Avabruck is a werewolf, which is hilarious. Unfortunately, this is probably a $2 or under card, which is sad because it's actually really cool. And I really hate the flack that original Innistrad werewolves got, because I think that they are really cool designs. Now, I don't think that any of the uncommons in the old border are really worth anything, even in foil. Go ahead and show me the editor we'll go through them and you can show the prices if they're worth more than $2. But in this pack, let's just see this. This is less than $2, right? Even in foil, in old border? Or am I completely out of my mind? You'd think I would check, but I think that's part of the fun. This is old border, but it is not foil. It's less than $2. I know that that's less than $2. Oh, Griff's Boon, what a great card. Old border, looks pretty cool. They even do the thing with the little graveyard thing there, but less than $2. We're not going to be dwelling on those prices. So here we have an old border swamp. Look at that foiling, but less than $2. So if it wasn't for that Emrakul, and then just for this first pack, we'll show the pricing, which is why we won't do it. I think what we'll do is we'll show the pricing on everything leading up to the land. All right? Sorry, editor, but let's do everything leading up to the land. And just this pack, show me less than $2. Show me less than $1. 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 Are they all foil? That's good. It should, why not just make these all foil at this point? How come this one isn't curved? How come these are nice and flat? That's what I want to know. And no, this one isn't a double-sided. People think that double-sided foils don't curl, but they do. Borrowed Hostility. Yeah, these after the land ones are flat for some reason. And then Gather the Townfolk. So I don't know. That's pretty neat. Yeah, $50 and not much else. But there you go. We got it, and then it's going to be a bunch of junk. Even if it's not a bunch of junk, there's a lot of issues I have with Innistrad Remastered, but I don't know how negative I want to be in this video. In fact, I'm actually going to be doing an Innistrad Remastered event at Chicago. Did I talk about that in the intro? Apologies, I won't dwell on it. Wow! Eldritch Evolution, Old Border Foil. Show me $20. Show me $20, baby. Gotta be. It's gotta be. Cryptolith, right. What the? I almost swore there because it's like, I'm like, hey, it's just such a professor thing. And then the set that I'm all excited over is going to have no value, but the set that I'm like, it just isn't resonating with me. And I'm also having fun and getting excited. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just a sourpuss, except I'm smiling. Answer me that, Batman. Riddle me that, Batman. How could a sourpuss smile when it's the professor? All right, Cryptolithrite is also $20, even though it's not foil. If it was foil, it'd be more. Unfoil, yeah, $20 old frame. There's another Collective Brutality. This one not foil, so the not foil one of that's like just $3.50. I don't know why I shook it if it was not foil. And there we go. Falcon Wrath Gorger, $2 or under, right? Butcher Ghoul, definitely $2 or under. Like, this is under $1. Should I guess the exact amount? 69 cents. It's not even that. 23 cents. I was just saying 69. It's always on my mind. 23 cents. Thermo Alchemist. All-Star for Pauper. 13 cents. No, it's Old Border. 50 cents because of Pauper. It's 50 cents because of Pauper. Pauper Burn is such a great deck. Kisses Bidding. 13 cents. And then we got our Mountain. Less than $2, which is too bad because it's very pretty. Very pretty. All right, and then we won't show the prices here. I think that... Lingering Souls. I wish they'd use the original art, though. Should remaster sets be all new art or old art? I feel like they missed the narrative on them more than anything. The only one that really got it right, and I liked Dominaria Remastered, and Ravnica Remastered started to show something was wrong, because something was wrong, and it was well designed for draft. There was no value in it, and such. Some of it was coming out alongside Murners at Clue Manor, but with Innistrad Remastered, I think they really should have followed the strategy that they did with Time Spiral, which is just take the original block of cards, just take the original block and remaster it as a single draftable experience. Like, don't do this thing where you take all 9 Innistrad sets, and then definitely don't do this thing where you take cards that were never in Innistrad and put them in here. I don't think they should have done that. Whoa, Thalia! $25, if not $28. $28.82. $28.82. Yeah, baby. Thing in the Ice. My Pioneer favorite. I loved that old Pioneer Phoenix deck. How's that doing these days? How's Pioneer doing? Anyway, this is like $1, unfortunately. $1.10. Spell Queller in the Old Border looks so cool. Oh. $4.50. Restoration Angel. You know, if you wanted to print a card that wasn't in original Innistrad, why not reprint Thragtusk, you know, and make it a double art? How freaking cool would that have been if they had done Restoration Angel and Thragtusk and it's a panoramic art? Oh my God, that would have been the coolest thing in the world. Oh, $6.50. No, $1.50. Delver of Secrets. Jeff Goldblum himself, one of the greatest Magic cards ever made. Star of every format it's legal in, including Pauper. Looks beautiful in foil in the old one. If you play this card, I don't think this is worth anything. I think this is a $2.50. Maybe it's worth more, but if it is $2.50 and you play this card, take my word for it. Get yourself a play set of these in the Old Border and foil. It's gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Join the dance, and there we go. Join the dance. 16 cents. Essence Flux, 13 cents. Mountain, less than $2. All right. So I'm having fun. What am I bitching about? I sure got a lot of grief for my video on negativity. I don't know. I think a lot of people some people were claiming that the video I did about Am I Too Negative was like some kind of clickbaity thing. I'd been wanting to make that video for a while. I guess when you get all the criticism that I get about negativity, both, Wizards of the Coast has, I mean, not in a mean way, or one guy in a mean way, has said, they feel that I'm this, and now they sent me a preview card for the new set, yay, and stuff. But I don't know, you want a chance to respond, right? And I've wanted to for a while because I've wanted to just kind of speak my mind. Maybe that video didn't hit the mark. When magic the circle jerking is everybody is just typing what a jerk you are. without being joking, then you know you messed up. So maybe that video didn't land, but I'm glad I had the opportunity to say my piece. I wanted to say my piece about it. There we go, Spell Queller again. Boom! Cool, I'm gonna get my Pioneer Spirits together. Meat Hook Massacre, yeah, right. I wanna be clear that this is awesome. That's what is this, $35? $39 in non-foil? Yeah, $39? 39 bucks. And what a great case I'm making. Hey, join me in Chicago. All right, can I guess the price of this Edgar Markov? Editor, I'm gonna make you in just a moment show me every Edgar Markov and every price on every Edgar Markov variant in this Innistrad Remastered, but I'm gonna guess it. And if you wanna guess it, come to Chicago where I am hosting an Innistrad Remastered mega event where we're gonna build decks using 4 Innistrad Remastered play boosters and 2 Innistrad Remastered collector boosters and battle against one another. There may be an extra surprise in there. So if you are going to MagicCon Chicago and you wanna hear me not complain about Innistrad Remastered, because it's an event I'm hosting. Grab a seat. There's still some available. We ran out pretty quick last time, but like grab yourself a seat if you're coming. I think this is the $79 Edgar Markov. Show me $79 and then editor, pull back and show every variant and every price. $79, baby. Yeah. I'm sorry for making you work, editor, who I believe for this video is also Brian. Not me, there's one of our editors is named Brian. If in order to be an editor at Tellurian Community College, you must be named Brian. No. Captivating Vampire. Oh, I love this card. This was such a great card in my game against Spice 8 Rack and Ristic Studies on the Season 2 finale of Shuffle Up and Play. I love it. But unfortunately, I think it's only about like $3.25. Demonic Taskmaster. Oh, this was so good. So what am I complaining about? Maybe it's just oversaturation. Now I don't want to make the video where I whine about what went wrong. I just think it should have been original Innistrad block remastered, like Time Spiral remastered. Ravnica should have been original Ravnica block remastered. Ravnica's the only one it works for. Is because there's just, you can do it. You can do Boros Guild from Return to Ravnica block, a Dimir Guild from this one. You know, it was a good thing. I think it just came out in bad proximity, but for Innistrad, don't take cards from outside Innistrad. I don't know. Wild Hunger, less than $2. Think Twice, less than $2. It's all that. I don't think the old border has the effect. Like Time Spiral Remastered, the old border ones were big bucks, but that's because there wasn't collector boosters for it. And maybe this should just be the $6.99. These should be the $6.99 packs. Anyway. Yeah. Well, at least it's a Magic set, and it's not Aether Drift, where that one feels like. How about a video where I complain about Aether Drift? What video would you like to see the professor, who did an entire video complaining about how he doesn't complain all the time? What video would you like to see the professor complain about next? The race car set, which feels like a Universes Beyond set, but apparently isn't. And I'm not joking when I say, I know I joke sometimes, and I know I exaggerate for the purposes of making a point sometimes, but I'm not joking when I say, I keep looking at Aether Drift, and I genuinely think, oh, it's our Universes Beyond set, like it's Mad Max or Hot Wheels, or it's not set in Magic's world, because how could it be? Go buy Innistrad Remasters! Ladies and gentlemen and everyone in betwixt, don't listen to me. Go buy Innistrad Remastered. Get yourself an old border foil Liliana of the Veil in your pack after Edgar Markov, in your pack after Meat Hook Massacre, in your pack after there's been so much value I can't even remember. Oh, Emrakul. The first pack of Innistrad I ever opened. Very first, at the very first pre-release, while I had my very first playmat, was Liliana of the Veil, not in foil. Very special card to me. I never could afford to get it in foil. And when the channel did well and I could afford it, I couldn't justify it. I'll be definitely like giving away a lot of this stuff on Whatnot, but this one I'm putting aside. I'll give the Edgar Markov away on Whatnot, but I'm gonna put this one aside. Oh, I didn't guess. It's gotta be $69.69. $69.69. All right, and then we got Lisa. Lisa, it's your birthday. They had to take that episode off of streaming. I don't think this is anything. $2.50. Another Thalia. I'll send it to Vince. But this one, so the last one was foil. This is like maybe $12.95. Distended Mindbreaker, $2.16. A braid. There was a period where a braid, everyone was going crazy for a braid. There wasn't enough of it. It was like this like $10 uncommon for standard. Now it's 50 cents, but this one is $1.50. Show me the least expensive version of a braid, and this one right below it. Archghoul of Thraben, definitely a 16-cent card. Crusader of Odric, definitely a 20-cent card. Planes, definitely. I didn't even guess on any of these. I just said less than $2. I bet they're like 80 cents. Yeah, all right, so that's hot. Yeah, so maybe what it is they should have just made these the $6.99. What effect? Here's an interesting question. Let's pretend that they took all the special treatments, all the old border things, the Edgar Markov and the crazy full art horror movie cover that I hate because I can't read it, Emrakul. And basically all they did was they released, and they printed though to demand, but they printed to, or at least the numbers that they do for a regular set, just regular play boosters with all those treatments in them. No collector boosters, and it's $6.99 a pack, which is what the regular play boosters are. What effect would that have on the prices of Captivating Vampire? Oh yeah, baby. Here we go. This one I'll definitely be giving away on Whatnot as well, because I don't like these movie poster arts. Like, it's not the art or anything. I hate this treatment. I get why people like it. If I were buying a poster for my wall, I'd totally do it. I want that other Captivating Vampire one. But there we go. What's this one? This is like gotta be a $23 card in foil, right? 23 bucks? Oh, there we go. This one I'm not giving away. This one I'm keeping, baby. This one's all for the professor. Even though it's only, what did I say? I already guessed on it and now I can't remember. $3.50, right? Okay, show me Prof's guess. Prof's guess on Captivating Vampire, $3.25. And I say $3.50, and then show me the real price, or I don't know. Do something fun, editor. Whee! Don't you love working for me, Brian? All right. Spell Queller, but with this art I like. So here's the difference in the two. This looks like a magic card still. I really like the super art. I get it. I don't think you're stupid if you... I just spoiled the next card. I don't think like you're stupid if you like this. I don't want to yuck your yum. I just don't like it. And I just don't like it because it doesn't look like a magic card like this, and I can't read it. Although this is a little more legible than others. So I'll give it points for that. This Spell Queller's $5, and then we got Tree of Perdition. This is definitely a $13 card. $13 in foil. Young Wolf, 13 cents in foil, even in the super art. Splinter Fright, what a great, I love it in the old border. 50 cents. Young Wolf. I think that's a 60-cent card, right? And there we go. So here we go, having fun. I don't know. Do you think it's that I love Innistrad and I'm still having the nostalgia? Do you think it's that the packs are good and maybe the value right now, which I don't even know what it's at? We got to be past $150 by now, or probably past $200 by now. Jeez, how much value are we going to get in this? Or is it just that I'm happy? You know, I've been sleeping well, been doing well. It's really interesting. A little over a year ago, I was probably at like the lowest I've ever been in my life. It was like a year ago, right after Christmas. Some very, very terrible things had happened. And it wasn't just because of that. I was already struggling with a lot of depression and issues. And then, my father passed. And then this guy ran a stop sign at 60 miles an hour and T-boned my wife driving her car, and she was terribly injured. And some of that, I don't want to get into details, but I was very sad, and I felt very like dark Avacyn, Angel of Hope. And that's what happened. And Avacyn did not descend, giving me hope. A very good therapist I got to, and very good friends. And also just, as my grandmother would say, she had a saying, she said, this too will pass. And it does. So remember that. There is always hope. And this card, this is a $69 card. I'm going to say so much as $79. $80. Show me $80. Look at this. I just name off prices. Show me $80 for Avacyn. Keep in mind, maybe I've just been looking at pre-order prices and this all crashed. Wedding announcement. The scariest thing. This is my favorite joke because I hated Crimson Vow. And I hated Crimson Vow. Would you like to see a whole video about why I hated Crimson Vow 3 years after Crimson Vow? Okay, original Innistrad block. We've got traditional vampires and werewolves and zombies, and we've got this cool plot. Soren, where is Avacyn, the angel I created? Not saving Innistrad, it is imbalanced, and all amongst this is Garruk and Liliana fighting, and Liliana shatters the Hell Vault to slay her demon master, and then Avacyn. My favorite trailer was for Avacyn Restored, and it's just Avacyn. It ended on such a great note, comes in, everything. All right, so we go back to Innistrad. We're going back to Innistrad, baby, and this time it's cosmic horror. Now, I personally think we should have seen across the Innistrad Sea another continent, so that it's like with the continent we visited in original Innistrad. The continent we visited in original Innistrad was all of the European Gothic horror, and so there's another continent, and this is the Lovecraftian horror. But anyway, same continent. Some people didn't like it, but it makes sense. It's eldritch horrors, and the Emrakul is descending, the Gatewatch battles and barely wins, and all this stuff. All right, that's all great. So we're going back to Innistrad again. What horror can we think of? What nightmare can we envision? What will make your blood chill? You're getting married. I love that joke, but it's what it was. The theme of it was a marriage. I almost swore there. A marriage. It's just like, oh yeah, this guy's getting married. And it's just like, what horrible card is there? Wedding announcement, wedding ring, wedding dress. Ooh, scary. 1 cent, because I hate this card. I'm saying 1 cent, because I hate it. Craterhoof Behemoth. Let's go. All right, show me $30. I love you guys and gals and everyone in betwixt. And that was another thing too. This community, like even indirectly, y'all make me so happy. You really do. I had so much fun at Vegas. I hope to see you at Chicago. I hope you're going to your local game store and seeing your community. I feel so good. I feel so good. And if you don't feel good, hang in there because it'll get better. It really does. That's it does get better. Do what you need to do. Therapy isn't for everyone. Antidepressants aren't for everyone. But what is for everyone is that you're loved and you will get out of this labyrinth that you're lost in right now. I promise you that. I was so lost in that labyrinth last right after Christmas when all that stuff was piling on top. I was so lost. I was like, how do I get out of this? And I got out of it. And I'm doing well. I'm sleeping well. I'm happy. I get to have time with my family. I get to all this one. I got my amazing team, and I got my Craterhoof. I got my foil Liliana after all these years. My first foil Liliana there. All right, Dreamroot Cascade, $20 card. Why aren't these? Wait a minute. This isn't the Surveil lands. I rescind my prediction. This land enters tapped unless you. This isn't no freaking. Oh, this is no Surveil. Why isn't this the Surveil land? Screw that. $10. Crawl from the Cellar, 10 cents. Forbidden Alchemy, 10 cents. Blood Artist in a different frame that we haven't seen before, $1. No, $2. Swamp Butt. All right. Yeah, I don't know. At the end of the day, it is also important to remember it is just a card game. So even though I don't like Aether Drift setting. Like, I didn't like Duskmourn setting because I wasn't into the 80s horror trope. It was less of a, it was the least hat-wearing set. It was the least hat-wearing set of last year. Love this card. And it wasn't for me, Faithless Looting. All right, I'm gonna predict Faithless Looting and foil. This used to be a big card. Gotta be $1, right? Show me, just this one time. Just this one time, show me it's $1. And so, it didn't resonate with me, but I love the mechanics. Like, I'll play Duskmourn with you tomorrow. Maybe I'll get in a game of Duskmourn at Chicago, let's see. But it shows that the game's good. I really didn't like Thunder Junction with the hats, and I'm really not. Oh, hey, one good Thalia deserves another. This one's $30, old foil. Border, $30 for sure. I'm not looking forward to race cars. Collective Brutality, we already guessed. Show me. Cryptolith Right, we already got. What is with the, oh, and another, I was just saying, what's with the collation? Show me the prices on these, editor. I'm not even bothering, because I'm talking about, I am so sick of the hat sets. Like, here we go, it's put on a hat. I really wish they'd stop it. Angelic Purge, what great art. Unfortunately, this card, even in foil old border, is only $1.25. Duskwatch Recruiter. Weird how we haven't seen anything pop up, have we? Or have I really missed it in this? This card, I don't think this is anything. 20 cents. You know. Subjugator Angel is another 38-cent card. It would be funny if, like, all of the old borders are worth a lot of money and I just have been messing this up. Bioluma Egg. Serpent Egg turns into Bioluma Serpent. Silent Visitor. Yeah. What was I talking about? I lost my train of thought on that. I was saying that, I don't like, another Delver of Secrets. Now, this is just regular foil. These used to be $10 each. This one's $2.50, right? A lot of stuff going in. Some of these, I usually like to give away or just sign and sell on Whatnot cards from collector boosters. A lot of these going in my personal collection, but we'll have some good stuff on our next Whatnot stream, which I don't think is on the calendar, or it is. Use my code, get $15 towards some cool stuff in the shop. I don't know if that's on the calendar yet, but what's on the calendar is Chicago. All right, what are we at? Should I guess the thing in the ice? In the old, for my Pioneer deck, which is maybe not in the meta anymore. I don't care. Now, how come that other one was so, these are actually pretty straight. This is $10, right? $10. Woo! Put that over there, that's mine. Galvanic Iteration, $5, right? $5. Zealous Conscripts, $9.27. Edgar Markov, 2. We got E.R. Edgar Markov. Oof. All right. What did I say? I said the last one was like $79. This is, I gotta do it. This is this is 50. This is the 55. I wanted to say 69, but I must resist that urge. This is the 55 one. Wow, 2 Edgars. Well, we've hit the price. What do I guess that we're at this point? What do I guess that we're at? I'm guessing we hit the price. We still have 3 freaking packs left? Now, it's possible prices have plummeted. I have not, so I've said this in other videos. I don't check prices because I think that's part of the fun. I look at pricing when we do the is it worth it to buy, and we usually focus mostly on play boosters. I also like to look at, for a reprint set, the most expensive reprints, but that is using pre-order pricing. So, yeah, I don't, then it goes off into the ether because the set is released, and then who knows what happens. Maybe Edgar Markovs are $10 a pop now, but I doubt it. Maybe those Thalias are $2. Temporal Mastery, wow. There it is. In foil, because God knows everyone wanted Temporal Mastery in foil. Probably a $10 card still. And this, that art's kind of neat, I guess. I don't know what it has to do with Innistrad. But there we go. Oh, Huntmaster of the Fells. Don't like the art. I really wish it was the original. Unfortunately, this is now like just a $4 card, right? $4 for my Ravager of the Fells. Traverse the Uvenwald. I love that name. $380. Another Spell Queller. Got my playset at this point. Neglected Heirloom. Oh, have we looped? Am I going to get another Emrakul? Have we looped? Grapple with the Past? Nope. I'm done guessing on these because there's no value. Editor will show you, but there's no value on those. We got 2 packs left. I am guessing that we're at probably like, maybe this is wild, but I think we're at like $380. I think we're going to break 400 on this. I think we're going to break 400 on this pack. Noose Constrictor. So what do I know? I mean, at the end of the day, does that show it's a good? Have you gotten any? What is our criteria? I mean, Time Spiral Remastered wasn't available because they didn't print enough. Innistrad Remastered isn't available because they're charging too much for the collector boosters, but there's a lot of value if my pricing is correct in it. So maybe that means that the non-Innistrad Remastered ones have plummeted. There's that Zealous Conscripts again, very nice. This one's foil. So do I guess that this one's like 18? I'm going to guess that the foil one's 18. A lot of repeats, and there he is. Good old Sorin. Our legendary Planeswalker. Not sold on that old border treatment, though. $8. $8. Mausoleum Wanderer for my Pioneer Spirits deck. Is Modern Spirits a thing currently? I don't think so. $8. Storm Carved Coast. We like to say $10 on these. Should have been the Surveil lands. They probably didn't realize when they were doing this set how expensive those were. So I will forgive them for that. The only good thing about Markov Man are those Surveil lands. Maybe what it says about Magic is that even with a sourpuss like me, going into a set that I don't think I'm going to enjoy, and then finding that joy, that is really the magic. Is it that I'm thinking of nostalgia with these cards? Sure, that's part of it. The second time we returned to Innistrad was for the Loading Ready Run pre-release that I was invited to the second ever pre-release. Second comes right after first. And I came in second. I lost to Marshall Sutcliffe. I got so nervous. I know I could have beaten him too. I know I still have my PPR deck. I never touched it. I opened it up in another episode. Oh wow, Chandra dressed to kill, right? For the wedding. And speaking of the wedding, there's the wedding announcement. 1 cent. But here we go. I can see it peeking out there. It's another one of those movie posters. Is it a big one? It's the Meat Hook Massacre. I don't know. Is that a big one? Yeah. Right. $80. $80 or something? Yeah, we just cracked 400. Don't show the price. Go back and make sure it isn't up on there. Make sure it wasn't up on there. Made it have faded away. You can do this because you're editing it, so it will already have been that way. Right now, you've probably been like, God damn it, I already had the thing up. But I want people to guess, like for those the end here. So I think we've now cracked 400. There's our Hullbreaker Horror. A good solid $10 card, right? In the old border. There's our Docent of Perfection. I hate this card. Stop trying to perfect on perfection. I don't like it. It's not good. Take Delver. It's playable in everything. Show me the number of formats that this sees play in, including Commander. It's a big old goose egg. And if you're putting a number other than a 0, Brian, there, I argue with that BS. Big old goose egg. This sees play nowhere. So you took an iconic card with iconic art. What the hell is this art? What the hell is this? Lame. Yeah. Just leave things be. Does everything need 18 iterations? Oh, this is, just let things be special. Why does everything need to be like less special? Oh, wow, we got a meld card in here? Cool. Did I get I wasn't looking. Oh man, did I get the other half of this? I don't think I did. Now we'll never know. All right. And that's it. All right, so I'm going to guess Hamlet Captain, Abundant Growth. Good stuff. Good stuff. I'm going to guess that we cracked 400. I think that brought us into the territory of, I'm going to say like, I'm guessing, I'm going to go wild here. I'm going to go wild here. I'm going to say we're actually at $420. Show me $420. Oh, that's a meme. I didn't do it for the meme. I don't do, you know me. I don't even take the edibles anymore. I'm sleeping with no chemical. The edibles got me off of the Benadryl and melatonin, and then I did the edible every other night, and then every other night, and now I just sleep, and I feel like $1 million. The first time since I was a kid that I just go to bed and sleep without using something as a sleep aid. Show me 420.
Aww.
Okay. So many Magic the Gathering players asked the question, is it worth it to buy Innistrad Remastered Collector Booster Box for $360? And I don't like collector boosters, but it doesn't hurt when there's that much value in them. Your experience may not be the same. Remember that the booster box game is just that, a game for entertainment purposes, and I hope you found it entertaining. I hope that you'll actually play Innistrad Remastered. We have a complete guide to limited, both draft and sealed. So if you are going down to your local game store to play Innistrad Remastered, which I strongly recommend that you do, check out our video guide here. Or maybe if you're at MagicCon Chicago, just come check out the Professor's Innistrad Remastered Master event. We're going to be building our own Innistrad Remastered decks, playing with one another, and having a great time. So if you are at MagicCon Chicago, check out the links in this video's description and grab a seat for the Professor's Innistrad Remastered Masterclass. That was an unbelievable box. That was unbelievable. I don't think it's worth it. I don't know. Maybe it is. It's sure different than that Eldraine collector booster box, isn't it? You remember that Eldraine collector booster? We got like $50 in cards in that. So I said in that video, I said they improved collector booster boxes, and yeah, they seem to have come a long way, baby.
Next time on Shuffle Up and Play.
Today, baseball legend. Is it fair to call you a legend?
Baseball lover.
Lover.
That lived his childhood dream.
Wait.
I made a couple All-Star games, won a couple World Series, played for 14 years.
And now you're going to get to play Commander. We made your Commander as you, using some of your baseball card art. Look at that.
I am gonna swing this 2-cow at you.
2-cow, 2 furious. It's about milk.
How much damage is that?
Oh, I think there's something very bad coming our way.
We're on the same team, trust me.
How do you
If she can shuffle it, you can shuffle it.
I am taking off my jacket. It's getting hot in here.
All right, let's do it.
My dreams are being crushed. I'm sweating.